Good evening and welcome to Ripon High School for girls high school basketball tonight. And we're glad that you're watching and listening in on the Ripon channel. It's at youtube.com/Ripon channel. The Ripon High School Tigers girls basketball team tonight will take on the girls from Berlin, the Berlin Indians, in a conference matchup from the East Central Conference. Running over the records here quickly, the Ripon Tigers are 5-12 overall. They are 1-6 in the conference. For the Berlin Indians, they are 8-9 overall and 4-3 in the East Central Conference. And along with Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. Marty, looking at some of these statistics tonight, one thing kind of stood out for me, and I wanted to get your comment on it. The points per game. The Ripon Tigers averaging 42 points a game, and the Berlin Indians only averaging 40. Interesting note, I thought.
Well, you could look at the numbers and you could say, wow, these are two defensive great ball clubs.
Yeah.
Or you can look at it and go, okay, none of them are in first, second, or third place. Okay, so take your pick, or maybe it's a little of both.
Yeah, perhaps it is. For Berlin, though, they do have quite a scorer in Callie Kurzek, who's averaging about 18 points a game.
And it sounds like when Ripon played in Berlin back in December, they beat Ripon by 18. And Kurzek is the centerpiece of the offense, where she averages 18 points and 10 rebounds per contest. So she'll be key, along with the name you'll recognize is Sobieski, the running back, the older brother.
That's right. Yes, that's correct.
For Berlin. And she's a pistol, too. So you want to keep tabs on number 10, Sobieski, and Kurzak, number 34. They're the two that are going to determine how well Berlin will play tonight. And I think that's much like Ripon. If you want to pick two, I'm looking at, hey, it's real simple to me. Emma Reesop in the post, Bryn Carlson kind of everywhere. And, that's the big thing. So what's it going to come down to? I was kind of thinking about last night when I was making notes about tonight's contest, and I was kind of going like, first of all, you worry about a little bit of a hangover situation, not so much with me, mind you, but when I'm looking at, okay, let's go back 2 games. Ripon beat Campbellsport, but I even made the comment 2 nights ago. I felt that they played Ripon at their level. They didn't play at a higher level that I felt they were capable of doing. And the other thing, when you go back to the game 2 nights ago with Kettle Moraine Lutheran and got taken to the woodshed, as they're doing to everybody, quite frankly, Ripon has to get a short memory on that and think about, you know what, they beat us by 18 last December, but I think we can compete with Berlin. It's not like they're a real deep team. Ripon's not, and I think they have a lot of similarities with regards to that.
Well, the Berlin Indians are a little bit on a hot streak.
Yep.
As they have won 4 of their last 5 with victories over Plymouth, Tri-County, Kewaskum, and North Fond du Lac. And their loss in that time is to Waupun, at Waupun, by 10 points. Ripon, we had mentioned they were on a roll until they got steamrolled by Kettle Moraine Lutheran on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And so you are correct. This
KML
one could
does
go
that
either
to
way.
everybody.
Yeah, they do it to everybody. Matter of fact, I saw the new rankings came out, and after defeating Ripon, they jumped to number 1 now, jumping over Oostburg.
Yeah, and not to mention they beat number 2 in Division I Hartford also. I mean, come on. What, we're number 2? Are you kidding me? So the cat got out of the bag, and even the coaches had to say, you know what? This group's really good out of Kettle Moraine Lutheran in Jackson, Wisconsin. Kids are impressionable. And so, I worry about Ripon in terms of, wow, they beat us by 18 there. Boy, what? Are we just going to go out there and go through the motions and expect to get the big L? That's my concern. Hey, give yourself a shot here. Do it on defense. Be strong with the ball. We say that all the time. Be strong with the ball, and don't be your own worst enemy when it comes to turning the ball over. And feed the beast, right?
Yeah.
Because you made the comment 2 nights ago when Resop got to the block. More importantly, two things got to happen. She has to fight for the position. She has to want it and let her teammates go. Give her a good target hand, and then they got to feed her. And when that happens, when she gets the ball down here, good things happen. Either she scores or she doesn't, and she's quite effective at the free throw line. She's good at drawing fouls. Yeah. So feed the beast. And then sometimes if the game's close, I want to see Carlson be a little more selfish. She's a good scorer from anywhere, right? Whether it's the 3, she doesn't hunt her 3, and quite frankly, she would be quite the 3-point shooter if she did, if she looked for that shot more. So I can't criticize her for wanting to involve her teammates and get the more team involved, and if they can deliver. And then the third thing that I'll just say is I want to see Brooks. She did it in that 3-game win streak.
Yeah.
She contributed a little more offensively. Whereas when you catch the ball, when she'll be on the swing down in front of us, when you catch that ball, don't hesitate. Hands, boom, put up the 3 right away. Don't make it an afterthought.
Well, we've enjoyed listening to Sam Erickson and the Ripon High School band here tonight.
Yes.
As they entertained us in this little bit of pregame warm-up. And now we have the crowd standing up because we're going to be having our national anthem here in just a minute. After the anthem, Marty, I want to discuss a little bit about this rivalry. And I know you and I enjoy a good rivalry, but some of the luster has kind of gone away from rivalries, not only in the conference, but in generally almost all over the state. But let's pause now for our national anthem. Thank you, Sam Erickson and the Ripon High School Band for a nice rendition of our national anthem. And before we get to the starters and stuff, so, Marty, I did want to ask you about rivalries. This is supposed to be a big one, but sometimes the luster is kind of wore off with rivalries over the years.
Well, especially if you don't beat them.
Yeah.
And if one team dominates, if we're talking Lawrence football and Ripon, that's what happens. But I think this is still a rivalry when it comes to Ripon and Berlin.
Well, we're going to find out and see how things turn out for this game here tonight. Starting for the Berlin Indians, number 3, Becca Bartle. She's a junior. Number 4, Mackenzie Fox is a sophomore. Number 5, Lily Johnson is a junior. Number 10, Lakeland Sobieski, who is a junior. And the leading scorer we talked about earlier, Callie Kurzek. She is a senior. So that's how the Indian starters go for the Tigers. Number 1, Bryn Carlson, the senior. Number 2, Reese Brooks, the junior. Number 4, Emma Resop, the junior. Number 10 is Libby Gatsky, the senior. Number 13 is Adeline Nodolf, the senior. So I guess we'll kind of see how Ripon wants to start this game. Maybe put a little pressure on and get the action rolling, get the blood flowing early.
Yeah, we got to find out how strong is Berlin with the ball. How their guard play, how is it? That'll be important in this game.
One thing, Marty, the students still like a good rivalry here. A good contingent of kids from Berlin here today, as well as from Ripon, both standing and watching the game. So we'll be expecting a loud gym with the students in attendance.
Yeah, interesting that Lillian Johnson does the jump.
against Emma Riesop. And Riesop gets the tip to Adeline Nodolf, who brings it up. The
2-3 zone.
The Tigers will have the first possession under a 2-3 zone, as Marty just mentioned, for Berlin. So it's
this has been an issue with Ripon trying to attack zones and trying to figure out how to do it, because it hasn't been easy for them.
Well, the players for Ripon have got to move, that's for sure. Here's a nice shot by Riesop. Missed it, though. The ball out of bounds, and it will go to Ripon as Libby Gatsky was able to tip it off a Berlin player.
Yeah, evidently. She looks surprised as anybody.
Yeah, I think I was a little surprised. Yeah. But nonetheless, it's a good effort by Libby, and it's Tigers' ball. And they'll have to go out on top to Reese Brooks. She's at the top of the circle, over to Nodolf on the right side. Gatsky, Nodolf. Oh, and that pass was way behind Gatsky out of bounds. I'm sorry, way behind Nodolf out of bounds, and it's an easy turnover for Berlin. All right, so the Indians will bring it up. Lily Johnson, the junior. She'll start out. Ripon looks like an a man-to-man. Here we go to Sobieski, posting up. Kurzek
good defense.
Takes a shot, no good. Rebound, Fox for Berlin. They'll get a second chance. And offensive rebounding has been a thorn for the Tigers.
Yeah, I want to see Riesop on that weak side. She was there, but she didn't box out.
There's a three that's going to hit out of bounds, and it will be Ripon's ball.
Berlin satisfied, not putting any pressure. Anytime a team doesn't press Ripon, they're doing Ripon a favor.
And let's see if Ripon can take control. Get the first basket here tonight.
Keep your dribble.
There's
no
Brooks
pressure.
Over to Nodolf. Carlson in the right corner there. Going cross court to Brooks. Nodolf, Brooks, Carlson. Tried to get it to Riesop underneath, but knocked away by Mackenzie Fox.
You got to be able to shoot against the zone, too. So, when I'm reading the body language of Ripon, when they're catching along the perimeter and skip passes, they're not even looking at the rim except for right there.
And there's a three, no good, by Adeline Nodolf.
Yeah.
Kurzek the rebound, long pass.
Good
down
job
to Sobieski.
Getting back on D, Ripon.
And it was a good job. Riesop and Nodolf both hustling back along with the rest of the team. Now we have a travel on Lakeland Sobieski.
Now, what do you think of those shoes on Sobieski?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, everybody else has got the lighter pink for Ripon, it would appear, for those that are gone that way. They got medium, light, and then she's going with the darker sort of beet red.
Almost a cranberry.
Yeah, I guess we could go there, even though we're past the holidays.
Hey, in Wisconsin, Marty, cranberry season is year long.
Let's get up Wisconsin Rapids, man.
All right, tried to get it inside to Gatsky, but knocked away and knocked back out. So they'll go and try and reset.
Take that shot.
Carlson has it. She'll go to Nodolf, who drives to the free throw line, and she is going to draw a
Sobieski
foul.
on the bump on the penetration drive. Good job by Nodolf.
All right, so the foul's on Lakeland Sobieski, her first team. And Bryn Carlson will inbound it.
Got to take your feet with you on D.
There's Reese Brooks for
go.
three, top of the key, no good.
Good
Rebound
shot.
Bounced around,
Get
and it looks like it's a held ball, and possession will go to the Indians.
Sobieski, it's got to be her older brother, that outstanding running back, one of the two good running backs this last season.
So here's Johnson bringing it up for Berlin. Over to the right side is Sobieski on the wing. Kurzek, top of the key.
How's that for a Berlin name, huh? Sobieski.
Right.
I don't think anybody touched it.
And, we're going to have a foul called on Ripon.
Really? Really? I can't say that his hair was in his eyes either.
Well, Libby Gatsky gets called for the foul. I didn't really see that. I thought the player lost control of the ball.
That ball squirted out of her hands and got bailed out.
I would agree with that. There's a long pass and over and back. Yeah, Sobieski.
She didn't understand. It's okay to get it in the backcourt, but you can't be reeling it in the forecourt.
Yeah, her momentum took her back into the backcourt, and that's a turnover. So now we're at the 15-minute mark, 3 minutes into the game. No score by either team. So here's Brooks.
No.
We're trying to get it into Risup. I think she's got to move just a little more, get to the free throw line.
They're not going to get it to her when they're attacking the zone that way. They're not going to get it to her.
Here's Brooks now to Risup, stolen away by Kurzek. She's going to take it all the way down, throws it up, and it's an offensive foul on Callie Kurzek.
Wow, I was waiting for that call to go the other way.
But it did not.
Right now, Ripon's got to take advantage of the way this game is going right
agreed.
now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything's going their way in terms of breaks and calls. You gotta get points though, because the only stat that matters is that scoreboard.
Second team foul against Berlin. So Ripon.
Yeah.
Long pass.
We
Gatsky.
sit on the ball so long.
Carlson. Brooks. Nodal. Gatsky again. Into the baseline. She's going to have to pull out. She's trapped. Throws it up in the air. It's knocked away by Risup.
Looks good.
Picked up by Nodal for a 3. No good. Gatsky runs down the rebound.
Move the ball.
So Ripon will get a second chance. Here's Carlson with it. Going into the left side. Going to take a shot. And it's no good. The rebound is on the floor. And we're going to have a held ball. Ripon will retain possession.
All right, first 1 to 11, win by 2. We under 14 minutes gone by here.
Well, Brenna Flanagan will come in now, and maybe she'll get an opportunity to shoot up some threes. And Carlson will get it into Reese Brooks. Nodal. There's Flanagan, and goes, finds Risup wide open. She missed the layup, but the rebound is a held ball to Berlin. Well, Flanagan got Risup, but she missed the shot.
Well, and the reason why Risup was open, because the defender for Berlin decided to go up the lane line for I don't know why. Too bad for Ripon fans and for Ripon. They didn't finish the easy one.
She just overshot it a little bit, but now it's Berlin's ball the other way. And Kurzek had posted up, but she dribbles it back out for a long 3. No good by Sobieski. And fighting for the rebound was Kurzek and Brooks. It goes out of bounds to the Tigers.
You know, the good news is if you're Ripon, their scores are not hurting you. Nobody's hurting you. But don't think for a minute that 18 points per game person isn't going to start heating up. Ripon needs to take advantage of it now.
Still no score, and we're 5 minutes into this game.
I haven't been to a game before, called one like this.
And now a little blocking foul on Berlin.
Well,
Becca Bartle. That'll be her first and the team's third. Ripon just has 1 foul, as that was on Libby Gatsky. Carlson will inbound it to Nodal in the backcourt, and she dribbles it up here into the front.
I like to see Ripon move the ball more. They sit on it and let the defense get reset all the time. Like, you got to keep moving it, ball reversal.
There's Carlson.
If they don't want to shoot a 3, I know they're trying to feed it down low, but it's just so hard in a 2-3 zone defense.
Nodal has it there on the left side. And she'll go back to Reese Brooks. And now Brooks goes to Flanagan. I'd shoot that, but
no, I tell you.
So here's Nodal. There's Flanagan again, right side into the corner. And she goes way cross court, and it's stolen away by Lily Johnson. Here comes Kurzek. Tried to find a player underneath, Mackenzie Fox, but Emma Risup, wide awake, knocked it out of bounds. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Ripon. It's a 30-second timeout, and that comes with 12 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first half. And Marty, I'd like to talk about the great offensive display here tonight, but we are shut out almost 6 minutes into the game.
Ripon defense is doing a really good job. They are not letting Kurzak near that rim. She's got one good shot and didn't finish the deal. Otherwise, they've done a nice job and have frustrated her. Offensively, you got to know how to attack a zone. Ripon does not know how to attack a zone. And until you decide that you're going to, on a 2-3 zone, you're going to go with 2 guards on top, a wing guard, your shooter in the corner. You're going to put Reese up on the elbow. You're going to get the ball down to the corner. She slides down to the block on the ball side, and then you play a 2-man game. If it's not there, you kick it back out on top and come to the other side.
Ripon has had only one good shot, and that was no good. And there's
inbound play.
Inbound play to Callie Kurzek. She puts it up and in.
That's why you spend a lot of time working on new inbound plays under your basket.
So Berlin strikes first. Here's Nodolf to Carlson. Going to the basket, puts it up and in, left side.
With the left hand, good job.
So we're back to even at 2. And now the Indians on the offense.
You just hope Kurzak doesn't start heating up.
Sobieski attempts a 3, but Adela Nodolf fouled her. So
you don't do that. You do not. There's a piece of paper I got at home. It's 20 things to know about basketball. You know what's one of those 20 things? Don't foul a jump shot. The Badger men did that 3 times last night, and they lost.
And so Lakeland Sobieski is going to get 3 free throws here, and she makes the first one. Berlin only has 1 senior on the team, and that's Callie Kurzek. The rest are juniors, sophomores. There's also a freshman on the roster as well. And Sobieski makes the second. And what do we got going on now?
Must be the cranberry shoes.
Somebody in the student crowd said something, I don't know what, but game management is going to come over and either have to sit with them or...
You hate to lose your season tickets.
Wouldn't you, though? Oh, it was something. Is either a noisemaker or a laser, one of those two, I think. Anyway, Sobieski made another one. Makes all 3, so Berlin 5 and Ripon 2.
Oh.
So the Tigers will inbound it and bring it up with Reese Brooks. Over to Nodolf. Flanagan. Brooks in the left corner. There is posted up Carlson in the lane. Gets it to Emma Reesop, who lays it up and in.
Feed the beast. Great job by Carlson to draw the double and then hit Reesop's person.
Berlin quickly the other way. A shot from the left side is no good, and by Becca Bartle.
Yeah, and Kurzak was over the back on that.
On the loose ball, and...
It should be on Kurzak anyway. Let's see.
Yes, so we'll be watching that, Marty. That's her second personal in this first half. That's kind of big.
That'd be like our Emma Reesop.
Right.
2 quick ones.
Okay, so here come the Tigers with Nodolf. And they're going to go right on top to Reese Brooks. Back to Nodolf.
Slide with her. There you go.
There's Brooks with a 3. No good. Hard off the iron. Carlson had it stolen away by Kurzek.
She couldn't quite get it.
And now Berlin coming the other way. Making a move into the lane, but passing it off. There was Bartle. There was Kurzek with it now, getting a pass from Johnson.
Boy, if Kurzak was to pick up her 3rd in the first half, that'd be something.
Here's Johnson with it. Fake the 3, makes a little shot. Drive no good by Sobieski, but run down there by Fox to Kurzek in the lane, and she misses the shot but drew a foul.
Yep. She'll shoot 2.
That foul comes with 10:15 remaining in the half. The foul's on Bryn Carlson, her first. It's Ripon's 3rd as a team in the half. And Kurzek with 2 points gets 2 free throws, and she makes the first. So she'll get one more. Coming in for Ripon now is going to be Anna Buchholz, and Brenna Flanagan will go out. Here's the next one, and it's also good. 5 for 5 at the free throw line for Berlin. And they lead this one now 7-4.
You know, the other night, Ripon was only 2 of 9 from the free throw line, and they are a good shooting free throw team. That kind of tells you how they were like deer in the headlight in that whole game with KML. Keep moving it.
There's Buchholz to Brooks now. Going over to Nodolf. Brooks looking for some movement. There's Riesop in the lane. Going to drive, and she dishes it out. And a blocking foul on Kurzek, her third.
I just said it. I can't believe you're going to get 3 on that. Could have called Riesop on the elbow, I thought. And it's going to go against Berlin. You noticed how when the call was made, how long he took to decide what he was going to call. As soon as he blew the whistle, everybody was kind of looking at him. He hadn't given the sign right away.
Head coach Ray Malata spending some time with the official.
Yeah.
But no good. It's third personal.
That's
and now a travel on Ripon.
Yeah, you can't do that. Cannot be turning the ball over like that. It's going to be a close game. If you're Ripon, you're hoping for a close game. Remember, they got beat by nearly 20 points in December at Berlin, Ripon did.
Annika Pulvermacher, a sophomore, comes in to replace Callie Kurzek. Dribbling it here is Bartle. Goes over now to Johnson. Oh, it was Bartle right in the middle of the lane, but Johnson couldn't get her the ball. So now it's going to be Hoosier with it. And brings it back out. And Hoosier, Savannah Hoosier, she's also just a sophomore. Bounce pass inside. Tried to get it to a posting Pulvermacher, but the pass was no good and out of bounds to Ripon.
Oh, my. You didn't think Ripon got a hand on that, evidently.
No. I kind of thought they did, but apparently
did.
not.
They did.
So here's Carlson. Buchholz. She's going to take the shot. No good. And getting the rebound out of there is Berlin's Hoosier. Long pass. Tried to get it to Sobieski, but a hustling Adlin Nodolf knocked it out of bounds.
Hustle doesn't do justice to her.
Now into the game is Lauren Wirch, a junior for Berlin. 7-4, Berlin on top here. First half. Here we go with Bartle. She's got it. Going to take a dribble in between the circles. Trying to hold on to it.
Oh, you can't get beat.
Oh, she drives to the basket, but she got tripped up and a Ripon foul. And looked like, I think it's going to be Gatsky.
No, that's a trip on Brooks.
Yeah.
Did they miss that?
Tripping foul is called. Libby Gatsky, her second, team's fourth. Emma Riesop comes back, Gatsky out. Ripon again getting a break with Callie Kurzek, 3 personals and 4 points here in the first half. Making a nice move to the basket, but missing the shot was Becca Bartle, and the rebound out of there to the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a real nice take.
Here's going to be Nodolf, Carlson.
Yeah, Ripon needs to move the ball better. They're just standing. I know they're trying to feed Riesop.
Nodolf missed the shot. It was knocked away. Riesop picked up the loose change, and Ripon will have another opportunity.
There, she had her. Not now. It's a triple team.
Now in the lane is Buchholz. Shot is up, no good. And it was a nice pass from Carlson.
Yeah, that foul should be on number 12 for Rip. That should be on Buchholz.
And on the loose
See
ball,
if these refs got it right.
It'll be a foul on Ripon. Yep. So it's Anna Buchholz, her first personal and the 15th foul of the first half.
Got there late. That's why the foul was called.
Here's Hoosier bringing it up for the Indians. Goes cross court, laying it up and
nice
in.
Job.
Savannah Hoosier.
Nice job by Berlin there.
Got the pass inside, and Hoosier laid it up. She had the position.
Don't even take that dribble. Catch and pass right away.
Here's Buchholz with it now. Goes cross court, and it's stolen away by Hoosier. She's going to lay it up and missed it, but the follow by Becca Bartle, she got fouled. So Bartle was hustling on the follow on the missed shot by Hoosier, and she'll go to the free throw line.
It's a good timeout by Ripon. They really need to get organized.
The foul was on Anna Buchholz, so that's her second personal and the 6th team foul of the half. Ripon does take timeout, 7:34 remaining.
Ripon trailing not like this is big. I mean, 9-4, it's like trailing by 10 at least.
Well, I was hoping that maybe Ripon could take advantage on the offensive end with Kelly Kurzak on the bench.
Well, the problem is, if you can't, it doesn't matter who's out there on that 2-3 zone for Berlin. And Ripon's problem is all down on the offensive side of things. And until they can straighten that out and give themselves a look at the rim to shoot the ball.
Well, Ripon just 4 points, and Bryn Carlson has a basket, and Emma Riesop has a basket, and that's it. And we're at the 7:34 mark again here in this first half. And it's Becca Bartle who will get 2 free throws for the Indians. So they have an opportunity to extend this lead. And the first one's no good.
Yeah, they got some athletes, Bartle being one of them. Of course, that Bartle family is impressive. I don't know if she's a cousin or a younger sister of the Bartle brothers. And got that to go.
Yeah, that one bounced out and in off the backboard. But it's a 6-point lead, 10-4.
And then Sobieski is a good athlete, too. So they got some nice players athletically, Berlin.
All right, so here come the Tigers over to Reese Brooks. Flanagan is back in the game for Ripon, the junior. So Nodolf, Brooks.
It just doesn't work in that 2-3 zone. Ripon trying to just post it.
And there's Brooks, now goes to the left side. And Nodolf will go back to Brooks. Cross-court pass to Flanagan. Nodolf, there's Flanagan again. Bounce pass to Riesop. She lays it up. No good. The follow, though, by Bryn Carlson is good.
Yeah, Riesop lost track of where she was on the court.
Little too far into the basket.
Feed.
Yeah.
Nice feed on the bounce pass.
So Ripon got 2. All right, now the Indians the other way.
Get a stop here.
Lauren Wirch has it. Nodolf on her. Going cross court.
Could have had a steal.
Johnson going to go to the basket. She lays it up and in.
Boy, that's what I've noticed here a couple of times now. Berlin just taking their person, taking the Ripon defender off the dribble rather easily.
All right, so here's Flanagan with it. Going to go to Nodolf.
You got to get that defense to shift, and to do that, you pass quicker.
Here's Riesop making a move under the basket.
There you go, just like that.
Brooks, Nodolf, Flanagan, and Flanagan's going to drive into the baseline. She lost the ball, though.
You don't want it dribbled to the baseline.
And Bartle comes up with it. And we have a traveling violation on Savannah Hoosier. Somewhat of an iffy call, but Ripon will take advantage. Well, let's say they hope that they take advantage.
Well, did you notice how their last possession, that's the quickest they've moved the ball.
Yeah.
They should learn from that. They should come right back and keep doing it.
There's Flanagan for 3, no good. Riesop, the offensive rebound, up, no good.
Don't foul.
And Emma Riesop draws the foul.
Well, she missed the easy one, and then she compounded the problem by fouling from behind out of frustration. And that's what that was. You don't want to do that.
Her first, team 7th. Now Berlin's in the bonus.
Well, that's the problem also.
They'll get a free throw, and if they make it, they'll get a second.
That was a good, strong rebound by Riesop.
5 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the first half. And that free throw's no good. Riesop will get the rebound as it was knocked out of bounds from behind her to Ripon.
If I had a chance to grab that, I would have grabbed it. I would not put my trust in that particular official, right?
Yeah.
I know you were thinking the same thing.
I was. She let it go out of bounds, and I was.
As I think he's missed about 3 calls tonight.
Because I was wondering that. I thought, because Riesop had inside position.
Nice
Here
pass.
she does again. She lays it up, and she missed it, but it out of bounds to the Tigers.
She's struggling, but she's got to get a short memory and forget that.
She's getting that ball, and she's getting those shots, but as soon as she gets the ball, she's collapsed.
Well, she's rushing it.
Yep,
she's
just not making it.
And that's why.
So Carlson will inbound it now to Nodolf. And Nodolf will here go to Reese Brooks, right side Flanagan. There's Carlson, right corner. Couple of dribbles, backs in. Oh.
You got to catch that.
Yep, Flanagan did run it down and went through her hands.
Move it. Move the ball.
Brooks, Nodolf. And she's going to dribble it. Trying to go. Not sure where she was going, but it's stolen by Hoosier for Berlin. And Hoosier will go now to Johnson, top of the circle. Johnson over to Bartle. Bounce pass to Pulvermacher, right side to Wirch. And Nodolf stolen away. Good job by Adeline. Here she goes quickly. Emma Reese up. It's going to be a layup. No good, but she drew a foul.
Need those, got to make those. Nice theft. Good. Excellent steal without fouling.
And good hustle for Nodolf. Also to find Reese up, racing down the floor. The foul, by the way, is on Lily Johnson, her first, team's sixth of the half. So 2 free throws for Emma.
She's got to make, really be nice to make both. She's a good free throw shooter. That's what we've been seeing all season.
She makes the first one. And that makes the score 12-7. 4:32 remains in this first half. And here comes the second one for Emma. Oh, in and out, no good. Carlson fighting for the board. It's a held ball. Ripon possession.
Best player on the team because she does everything.
Good job by Bryn.
Had no business getting that.
She worked, got it, and the Tigers will get another opportunity. Carlson will inbound it, and she'll have to go out on top to Nodolf. Nodolf drives on the left side, shot up no good. Reese up, offensive rebound, and she was she was fouled.
Well, I'm not sure what that was. I tell you what, you saw what she tried to do. She tried to go into the defender to make space for herself, and then if anything, I would have called it travel. Well, once again, Ripon's getting the benefit of the doubt. She's going to go to the free throw line. That's the biggest.
This is a bonus as the foul was on the floor. And she missed it. But Carlson the rebound. That foul, by the way, on Lily Johnson, her second, team 7. All right, Carlson keeping the Tigers on the offensive end here with 2 great plays. So Carlson again takes a drive to the left side, and the baseline hits the jumper.
There you go.
She's got 6. It's 12-9. So
close the lane off. You can't let them get the easy drive.
And nice drive by Berlin, and drawing the foul is Becca Bartle.
Yeah, and Bartle's figured out, guess what? Bonus every time. In this case, it's shooting 2. But I'm getting the whistle, drive. That was too easy of a drive.
The foul, by the way, is on Bryn Carlson, and Marty, that's her second.
Yep, she came over. She was the help defense on that.
Free throw no good by Becca, so she'll get another.
Didn't get there in time, so that's huge. Carlson's not on the floor. They got problems.
Second one's good, though, by Bartle. She has 2 points tonight. All right, Reese Brooks will bring it up. It's a 4-point lead for the Indians. Here's Nodolf with it.
Passing angles. It's all about passing angles.
Over to Reese Brooks.
If you have to dribble out, you dribble
Carlson,
the ball out.
Free throw line. Flanagan for 3. No good. And the rebound by Sobieski of Berlin.
Hey, don't jog back. Let's go.
And a steal again by Adeline Nodolf. She couldn't hang on to it, though. It goes out of bounds.
She reads so well. Would make a very good free safety.
That's the soccer player in her, I think. All right, 3 minutes, 29 seconds remain in this first half. There's a timeout on the floor.
Elsewhere tonight, Waupun is at Winneconne. Kewaskum is at Plymouth. Kettle Moraine Lutheran is off tonight. Let's see. Berlin, their last game, they beat North Fond du Lac 44-35. Ripon, of course, got beat up really bad 64-22 to the number 1 team in the state. Resop in that losing game the other night did have 9 points in that game to lead all scorers for the Tigers. Next game, Berlin's going to go to Partyville Monday night, non-conference action. They're members of that Trailway West division, Partyville is. They're 6-1 in conference, 11-4 overall, so Berlin will be tested. Ripon is going to WLA also, February 3rd, Monday night. WLA is 3-6, 6-9 overall. Ripon should be able to compete. And then both those teams, a week from tonight, would be back in action. Waupun will go into Berlin, and that's a big game because both teams have 3 conference losses. And so whoever wins that game will be in sole possession of third place in conference. And then Ripon, a week from tonight, will be home. I assume we're doing that game with the Wolves of Winneconne a week from tonight.
After the timeout, Berlin will inbound in front of the Ripon bench. Here's Sobieski with the ball. Driving into the lane, shoots it up off glass, no good, and a foul.
The story of the first half is Berlin able to just beat their counterpart off the dribble. It's way too easy. About 2 dribbles, and they got Ripon beat on the penetration drive. I would give strong consideration if you can't play the man, because that's how they're getting killed right now at the free throw line. If you can't play the man, then go to the zone. Ripon's played a lot of zone this year.
That foul, by the way, on Emma Riesop, her second, team's 9th. First free throw missed by Lakeland Sobieski. She gets another one, and that one she makes. So the score is 14-9. Berlin over Ripon. 3:22 remains in the first half.
Yeah, so Kurzak's with her 3 fouls, the leading scorer for Berlin. Berlin's not being hurt by her sitting for the majority of the first half with those 3 fouls.
All right, here's Flanagan with it. Had it knocked away by Becca Bartle with quick hands. And Bryn Carlson will inbound it right in front of the Indians bench here. She'll go to the back court to Nodolf.
This could make it a potential 1-possession game here if Ripon can take care of the ball and get a good shooting opportunity here. She's in trouble.
Gaskey's double teamed in that corner.
In trouble. There
but she did get it out to Reese Brooks. Riesop is out of the game here.
Move the ball.
So here's Nodolf. Brooks. Carlson.
Double there.
And Carlson's dribbling it. Oh, it's a reach there. No call. Here's Flanagan to Nodolf. She'll go cross court. Reese Brooks for 3. Good!
I think that's only the second time she's shot. It's a 1-possession game. 2:22 remaining in the first half. Ripon trailing by just 2 now.
That's a big shot.
Now, can they close off the lane? Now look at, they've gone to the zone I was talking about, it looks like, a 2-3. Hopefully that should close off dribble drive.
And Berlin is struggling just a little bit to get the ball around.
Well, you want to make Berlin now earn it from the outside.
Here's a drive into the lane and shot no good by Sobieski. Carlson comes away with a rebound, hustling the other way to Brooks, to Nodolf, and a Berlin foul.
All right, this is where Nodolf's got to step up. That game against Kewaskum, I believe she was 7 for 7 from the line that night, Nodolf. Let's recapture that magic here and tie this puppy with under 2 minutes in the first half.
Adeline Nodolf, no points tonight. 1 foul, gets 1 and 1, but she misses the free throw.
No, and the Ripon last person to shoot for Ripon missed the front end of the one-on-one.
Hoosier the rebound, a 3 by Sobieski, no good. Reese Brooks picks up the loose change, coming the other way quickly.
Look out.
There's Carlson to the free throw line in the lane, left hand, good by Bryn Carlson.
We got a tie ball game here. Now Ripon comes in with the press.
And
then they
a foul.
reach. I don't understand why they reach. Just because you're pressing doesn't mean you're supposed to be reaching at the ball. You just want to put pressure on them and then take opportunities at some of the passing.
The score is tied, as Marty said, 14 all. A buck 28 remains in the half. The foul, by the way, was on Reese Brooks. That will be her.
They gave it to the wrong person, I thought.
It will be her.
Was that Reese?
Yeah, her second personal, 10th team. So Berlin will shoot 2. They make the first one.
I thought that was on Flanagan.
Savannah Hoosier makes the first one.
It was Flanagan that reached. I was watching the play.
Second one's no good. Flanagan got the rebound for the Tigers.
I would have clarified that with the ref. I think they gave it to the wrong person.
Nodolf, Carlson. Oh, she wanted a 3, but she held back.
Nothing wrong with patience.
Brooks, Flanagan on the left corner. Back to Brooks. Bounce pass in the lane to Nodolf, who tried to get it to Gatsky, but kicked away.
Gatsky was never there.
And Berlin the other way with Hoosier. Johnson, Hoosier has it back. Under a minute now.
That's right.
Making the move was Bartle.
Good defense. Good help and recover on the D.
In the lane, triple teamed. Carlson steals it away.
Yeah, nice job. Head up, look for the ball now if you're Ripon.
And Brooks took it down the court. Here's Nodolf with it.
There you
Goes
go.
cross court. Flanagan for three. No good.
Just long.
Carlson and a Berlin
Nice
player
job.
with a held ball, but it's Indians possession.
Nice job, Bryn Carlson. Okay, they're going to keep the press on. Now what they got to do, don't forget about the inbounder. If they feel compelled, if Berlin has to, they'll reverse the ball. That's who they're going to go to.
29.3 remains in the first half. Double team.
Do not reach and send them to the line.
Dribbling out of there was Hoosier. Posting up with it was Fox. Stolen away.
Can Ripon take the lead with 15 seconds? You need to know how much time is left if you're Ripon.
It was Gatsky. She posts up. She shoots it up.
Oh.
Just off the rim. No good. Goes out of bounds to the Tigers.
Everybody needs to know how much time is left on the clock.
8.1
and
seconds.
Put in your best inbounds play for scoring right now. They're going 4 across.
Bryn Carlson will inbound it. And
Got to move.
She will go to Brooks. Left lane or left baseline. Shot no good. On the floor, it's a
Ripon ball.
Held ball. Ripon possession with 2.8
Less
remaining.
than 3 seconds. That's time for a catch, a dribble, and a shot. I wouldn't. You could make a quick pass, but I wouldn't. So whoever gets it will have time for one dribble for separation and then go up with a shot.
There is the inbound to Reese
They're gonna
Brooks,
call
but
a
Adlin Nodolf is on the ground.
I think they're going to call it on Berlin, right? Is Nodolf going to go to the line?
She will, and she'll get a 1-and-1. Absolutely. The foul is on Becca Bartle. So that's her second personal, and Adlin Nodolf gets 1 + 1 if made.
So that's also going to be the storyline with Berlin. They have one player with 3 fouls and at least 2, maybe 3 with 2 fouls each.
Makes the first.
And a chance for their first lead of the contest if she can deliver with under 3 seconds remaining in the first half.
And she does deliver.
Don't foul.
So here's Berlin. Half-court shot, no good by Lakeland Sobieski. And we are now at halftime. And what a half it was. It's the Ripon Tigers leading at the half over the Berlin Indians, 16-15. All right, well, let's check the scoring here quickly. Again, Berlin with 15. It's Becca Bartle 2. Lily Johnson 2. Lakeland Sobieski 4. Savannah Hoosier has 3. And Callie Kurzek with 4. And more importantly, she has 3 personal fouls. All right, now for the Tigers, who have 16, half of them to Bryn Carlson, as she has 8. Reese Brooks with 3. Emma Resop 3. And Adlin Nodolf has 2. No Tigers have 3 personal fouls, but Bryn Carlson has 2. Reese Brooks 2. Emma Resop 2. Libby Gatsky 2. And Anna Buchholz has 2. So those are the numbers.
Well, there's certainly a theme there with 2s for Ripon if you're a Tiger. A couple of comments. Ripon, stay in the zone. Berlin, the reason why they got a lot of their points was free throws because they could dribble drive. Ripon's man is not good enough to stay with them. And they gotten fouled. They were fouling Berlin, sending him to the line. So go stay in your zone. Berlin struggled, as does Ripon against Berlin's zone, with getting the ball into the middle of the lane. Anytime an offense can get the ball in the middle of the lane, it spells bad things usually for the defense. So stay with that zone. Secondly, stop the silly reaches. Okay, you just can't do it. Play defense with your feet, and then I would say from there, I love the way that they're rebounding Ripon right now. They're doing a great job, and on the offensive end, something that normally you mentioned earlier, before the game started, an area where Ripon has struggled is giving second opportunities to the opposition with their offensive rebounding. I think Ripon's doing a pretty good job of that. This is a team that lost by almost 20 points to Berlin at Berlin. Both teams, interestingly enough, you said average 40 points per game. Well, right now they're both going for personal best of scoring about 30 per game.
Well, just another comment quickly on the offensive rebound for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Those last 5 minutes, we're basically owned by Bryn Carlson of Ripon.
Isn't she something? And she's doing that with 2 fouls. She's still good and smart enough to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
So I think it's a rivalry game, and they must have got the memo up for both teams because they're playing it like a rivalry game.
Yeah, that's a good
Very
deal.
entertaining.
Yeah, very good. All right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll take a break here at the half, and we are glad that you have joined us here on the Ripon channel. And we'll have the second half for you here in just a few minutes. It is Ripon 16, Berlin 15, and we'll be back with the second half here on the Ripon channel. All right, welcome back to Ripon High School, and we're glad that you are joining us at youtube.com/Ripon channel. With Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause, and first things, Marty, Sam Erickson in the band.
Yeah, I always like him, and if you ever get to meet Sam and know Sam, Sam's a cool dude. You know, he just doesn't dress and look cool. No, he personifies cool. And him and musician, and it's like, match made in heaven.
He's got the band playing well. It was very fun to listen to, but pregame and also here at halftime. Those kids do a really nice job.
Rumor has it, I think he's engaged to the music instructor.
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, anyway, congratulations, Ripon JVs, in this rival game. They came from behind to beat Berlin 38-31 tonight. So congratulations to the Ripon junior varsity.
So the second half is underway. Berlin will get the first possession, and Callie Kurzek's back in the game with her 3 fouls.
And they got her at the high post, and she's trying to dribble against that zone, and that's what happens.
And the ball is on the floor. There's student athletes all over the floor, and it's a held ball, and the Tigers get possession.
Why is it the arrows on Berlin?
Well,
okay.
But I'm just going to send it across the way. So.
I was looking right away.
All right. So
now they gave it to Ripon. Now they went back to Berlin. You saw what I saw.
Here's a pass that tried to get it to Carlson inside, but stolen by Berlin. Callie Kurzek takes it coast to coast and lays it up and in.
A woman amongst girls.
So now here comes Ripon the other way.
Good take here.
There's a little floater by Reese Brooks on the baseline.
That's a Brooks move, page 3 of the Brooks manual.
So some quick scoring. It took us 6 minutes to get points in the first half. And only took us a couple of seconds for each team to get a basket. The Tigers on top by 1.
Funny game, basketball. Funny game.
Here we go with Bartle with it. Playing catch here with
they're going to let
Lily Johnson.
Reesop should step up on that zone.
There's a cross-court pass. Gets it over here to Fox. Dips it out for a 3.
Nice shot.
Perfect shot by Becca Bartle, a 3.
Reclaim the lead, Berlin, early on.
So here comes Carlson the other way for the Tigers. Nodolf and Reese Brooks.
They're trying to make Ripon uncomfortable by trapping that ball.
They're really stretching out that zone too, Berlin is.
And which should, if they're going to overplay, should be opportunities for Ripon to score.
So it's Gatsky to Carlson to Emma Reesop, who missed the shot on the baseline. And
that's
the rebound.
Travel.
Yes. We've got to travel over and back.
Well, how do you miss the travel?
Yeah.
The over and back never should have came into play. Refs need a cup of coffee at halftime.
It was a travel indeed.
Right.
Regardless, Tigers get the turnover. Okay, Adela Nodolf with it. Now to Carlson. She's on the wing right side. And she will go now to Reese Brooks. In the left side to Nodolf. Brooks again.
Just quick ball reversal because they're overplaying the ball, Berlin.
There's Gatsky in the lane. Shot up, no good. And it's rebounded by Kurzek of Berlin. Here she goes again, coast to coast, but she dips it out to the right side for a 3. No good. Emma Reesop gets the rebound.
Reesop needs to get involved with the offense, but you have to want the ball.
Here's Nodolf. Now to Carlson on the wing. Left side with it. Nodolf. There's Carlson in the lane. Shot up, no good. It's on the floor, but Kurzek ends up with it again for Berlin. Here she goes.
Oh, I can't believe Carlson did that. She's got 2 fouls.
And it is a foul on the play as she was defending side by side.
She just picked up her
Kurzek.
3rd. I don't have to ask who it's on.
Well, let's see. Oh, it's her 2nd. I guess there must have been a mistake made.
You said, in the first half, because she had 2. You said 2 in the first half,
So an error was made, maybe by me, maybe by them.
Steal.
I don't know.
Nice job by Nodolf. Who else?
Regardless, it's just 2 fouls, and we're happy for that.
No kidding.
Here's Brooks now to Nodolf. Bounce pass to Carlson.
Reesop needs to flash the middle. Just don't stand around because they just can't get it to her. Very far few.
Carlson goes left side. Brings it back out now. There's Reese Brooks. Carlson. Nodolf with it.
Don't get lackadaisical in those passes.
There's a 3 by Carlson, short. And Reesop hustles to get the rebound. But Berlin took it away by Kurzek, and then she lost it out of bounds.
Nice job, Noldoff.
Yeah, the defense.
Made her nervous.
Yep.
Made her nervous on that dribble. What happened on that shot by Carlson? She's shooting a little deeper than you normally would.
And here comes Nodolf on the inbound. And it's going to be Carlson left side.
Don't sink.
There's Gatsky to the basket, turns around, good.
Look at that. They're overplaying. They were overplaying Resop and trapping the ball there on Carlson. Left somebody open. Good find. Good finish by the senior Gatsky.
Bartle with it on the wing left side for the Indians. Over now to Johnson. Back to Bartle. Johnson playing catch. They'll go to the right side this time.
I'm surprised they're not going. I was just going to say, Kurzak's wide open. Anytime she wants the ball, now they're going to call the reach.
Yep. Kurzak got the ball in the lane.
You got to change your
Yep.
game. That might be on Carlson. Let's see.
Nope, it's going to be on Resop, her third.
Well,
and that's
either
the
way.
second team foul.
Yeah. I mean, Kurzak's wide open on that zone. She shouldn't be. You got to match up on the zone. And there's a miss.
Yeah, the pass went right through her hands.
Took her eye off the ball.
So Berlin will get the turnover. This game's still tied, 20-20. Now Adele Miner will come in to take the place of Emma Resop.
Good move. Resop's had a rough night.
So here we go with Nodolf. Over to Reese Brooks here. Right side, Carlson.
There's that trap.
Carlson was bumped, but no call. Underneath, Gatsky, back out, Reese Brooks. On the lane, little floater, no good.
Oh, she was hammered.
And Reese Brooks was hammered on the rebound, yeah.
Yeah, she'll go to the line. No, maybe not. It was on the rebound.
Probably on the loose ball rebound.
Yep, it was on the rebound.
So Brent Carlson will inbound it for the Tigers underneath the basket left side. And by the way, that was Kelly Kurzek's fourth personal foul. Their coach, Ray Mulata, is trying to say it was on somebody else.
Well, look at the assistant with his hand on his, tells the whole story, the one sitting.
And the Berlin coach on the floor, not happy.
I wouldn't either. My scoring machine is sitting with 4 early in the second half.
All right.
Got to move quick here on that inbound.
The inbound goes to Nodolf from Carlson out on top. Reese Brooks. Carlson. And goes cross court. Nodolf for three. No good. Bounced out of there. Carlson the rebound again on the offensive.
Move the ball. When you don't move the ball quickly, dribble, relocate.
Carlson makes a move to the basket. Left side. Lays it up and in.
Ripon with the lead.
To 22-20.
What are they calling?
Now Kurzek. If drives to the basket and gets, there's a blocking foul.
Blocking or reaching? What did he call?
I think he called a block.
I didn't see that sign. That's why I was asking. Because if I have to call a timeout, if I'm Ripon, to tell them you're not reaching on the ball anymore.
That is the third personal on Brent Carlson, third team. And here's Berlin now in the lane. It's Fox, lays it up, and it bounces down. Mackenzie Fox.
Understand, she's not going to go to her left. Fox does not go to her left. She had it in her power move to the right.
This game now tied, 22-all. Here's Carlson in the right corner.
It's not there. Get out of there.
And going to dribble it now to Nodolf. Nodolf to Reese Brooks on the wing. Left side wing. Oh, pass cross court was knocked out of bounds by Mackenzie Fox.
You can't make those passes when your offense sinks that low on the perimeter. If you have to dribble it out, then dribble it over. But get passing angles. You can't sink.
So Carlson now to Nodolf. And Carlson gets it back. To Reese Brooks. Nodolf again. Carlson, Brooks. And Carlson gets it back. Was bumped, but no foul called. So here we go to Reese Brooks on the wing left side. She's going to take a long three. Short. And it's picked up by Berlin. She lost it. It's on the floor. A held ball. And it'll be Berlin's possession. So Berlin will inbound it. Mackenzie Fox will inbound it here to Savannah Hoosier, who brings it up for the Berlin Indians. Again, we're tied at 22. Bartle with it. Gonna make a move, but dips it out now to Pulvermacher. Back to Bartle. Hoosier. Bartle. Inside the lane, left side, layup, no good. Rebound out of bounds to Berlin.
That was off the two Ripon players. That was off of...
Well, Gatsky and Miner were fighting for it.
No, it was Gatsky and Carlson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brenna Flanagan in, Gatsky out. It'll be Mackenzie Fox inbounding for Berlin underneath her basket left side. Gets it now to Bartle. She makes a drive
Nice
left
take.
side. Shot up, no good. But a blocking foul on the Tigers.
Nice take. Look how explosive she was off the dribble. You see, I think Bryn Carlson can do that too, but for whatever reason, I don't see that. She's a calm player, but quicker than you think.
Adele Miner gets her first personal, fourth team. And shooting two is Becca Bartle. And she makes the first one.
Yeah, I think she knocked him down in the first half, too, when she went to the line.
Yeah, she made 2 of 2. So she gets another one. And that free throw gives Berlin the lead by 2 points.
Remember, Ripon missed the front end twice, at least twice in the first half, the front end a bonus. They haven't been shooting free throws very well of late.
All right, so here come the Tigers. Nodolf, cross-court pass. Flanagan, Carlson, Brooks, Nodolf. She'll drive baseline, lays it up, no good, but she drew a foul.
She does have a penchant for doing that, getting contact, driving to the rim. Just talked about free throws, and Ripon has not been shooting well the last couple of games, tonight as well as the last game.
The foul's on Savannah Hoosier, her first, team second, and Adeline Nodolf makes a free throw. Gives her 3 points tonight, all at the free throw line.
11 minutes remaining in the game.
She can tie it up. She does.
She's made her last 4.
Yep. Under 11 minutes now in the second half. The shot, no good. Reese Brooks gets the rebound. He goes over to Nodolf.
Passing angles. Make yourself available here. Don't sink. Brooks has to come out on top. There you go.
She has it.
Ball screen from Miner.
In the left corner, back out to Brooks again.
Get out of there. Come around the top.
Here's Nodolf with it. Resop is waiting to get back into the game. There's Carlson.
Don't go that baseline. Get in trouble there. In that
He goes
zone.
to Flanagan. A three, no good. And the rebound by Mackenzie Fox.
Yep.
So here comes Berlin quickly the other way. There's a three, right corner. No good. Berlin rebound, shot up, no good. And we have a foul.
Carlson just picked up her 4th. They're going to give it to her.
I didn't hardly recognize Bryn Carlson because her headband came off. She was wearing it on her wrist.
It's come off a couple times, and now she's got 4 fouls. Now the coach, I tell you, Carlson out of the game like this,
that's a tough break.
It's going to be tough right now. She's your best all-around ball handler, defender, rebounder.
At the free throw line.
This is where Resop needs to step up right here and demand the ball.
The foul was on the floor, so that was the 5th team. Berlin will inbound underneath her basket right side, goes out on top. So interesting aspect for both teams. Both leading scorers are out of the game. Kurzek for Berlin, Carlson for Ripon.
Let's go, Ripon. You got to win this on the defensive side of things. You got to man up on their high post player, whoever that is. You don't let them stand there all day and catch the ball easily.
Left side now with Bartle. Top of the circle. Hoosier with it. Back to the right side. Wirch. Here is Bartle. And she drew a foul on the drive.
It's just too easy.
Getting 2 free throws as well. Oh, the foul is going to be on Adeline Nodolf, her second personal. It'll be the 6th team foul.
That was a real touchy foul there.
Yeah, 2 free throws, though, for Berlin.
Oh, yeah.
And the first one's no good. Becca Bartle has.
She was 4 for 4 unofficially with me.
She has 7 points tonight, and she missed the free throw. Now Gatsky comes back in, and Adele Miner goes out. Good minutes for Adele tonight.
Yeah, she's still getting accustomed to this level of ball. I watch her there, a little tentative.
So Bartle makes the second free throw, and Berlin takes the lead, 25-24. Underneath, Gatsky off the glass, no good. The rebound out of there by Fox of Berlin.
Yeah. Bresop got to be smarter than that.
Yeah.
She almost got called again. When you don't get the rebound, just get out of there and get back on defense. You're going to give that cheap reach-in foul.
Here we go with Fox. Bounce passes
defense.
it over to Bartle.
Bresop looking good there.
So Bartle's going to reset. Now driving into the lane.
Oh.
Nodoff knocked it away from Lauren Wirch. But it was picked up by Hoosier. It's out of bounds in front of the Berlin bench. Tigers ball.
Unforced turnover, too. Ripon needs to take advantage. They're down a point, below 9 minutes left in the game. Berlin's going with reinforcements. That's that's both starters, Sabisky and Johnson, in for Berlin.
8 minutes, 51 seconds remain in the second half. Berlin 25, Ripon 24. Here we go with Flanagan for the Tigers.
She did the right thing. If you have to dribble around, and I don't understand that.
They tried to get a bounce pass into Resop, stolen away by Berlin. Coming the other way, shot no good by Bartle.
Rebound
and the rebound, the rebound offensive by the Berlin Indians. Good job there by Mackenzie Fox. And she is going to get to the free throw line after the foul on Ripon's Libby Gatsky. For Gatsky, her third, team seventh. That also means Berlin's in the bonus now. But this is a 2 free throw foul, and the first one's no good. Ripon's lucky that Berlin isn't very good at the free throw line tonight.
Well, they were in the first half, it seemed, but they're struggling down.
Well, as long as Becca Bartle
here.
isn't shooting, I guess, huh? Here comes the second one, and this one is good.
Well, Bartle was good, too.
Yeah.
Bartle, like I said, I think she was 4 for 4, so recent.
Well, she missed the last one. Okay.
That's what I mean.
26-24 Indians. And still looking, the Callie Kurzak not in the game yet, as we're at the 8.5-minute mark. Ripon down by 1. Here is Reese Brooks on the wing. Goes right side, Flanagan, Nodoff. She goes to the free throw line, and the lane shot is no good.
That's a good take.
And there's going to be a held ball. And wow, the girls go down hard.
That'll be Ripon ball, too.
Adlin Nodoff went down hard.
Oh,
wow.
What game?
Yeah, well, this
many,
one anyway, too.
Yeah.
Every game she goes down hard.
Her new nickname, I decided after seeing the commercial last night at home, is Mayhem.
Yeah.
The guy for Allstate.
Yeah.
His real name is Winters, Dean Winters. He makes he gets just under 5,000 every time that commercial's on TV.
So the foul is on Berlin, on the Sobieski, her third, team second of the half.
Yeah, that girl's mayhem. Doesn't come with brakes, no airbag, all out.
There's Reese Brooks on the wing right side.
I'll guarantee you through her high school career, she has made some other players on teams change sports. There's a bump. She's going to go to the line.
Yep, nice move.
No, he's going to say before the shot.
Nodoff was on the baseline, took a shot, but she was fouled, I guess, before the shot.
Between her and Brooks, they've had good things have happened along that baseline there.
Lily Johnson drew the foul. The junior, her third, team's third. Ripon's underneath to inbound it.
Fake a pass, make a pass. She had it.
And the inbound to Flanagan. Right baseline shot, no good. Rebound out of there by Sobieski of Berlin.
Ripon down 1.
And she goes, and what do we have? Oh, we have an injured girl as Lily Johnson, looks like her right ankle is injured. And the official stop. I'm sorry, her left. Yes.
Yeah.
Her other right.
Thank God you're not my doctor.
Hey, her other right ankle.
You're not my doctor.
So it's a little injury time.
Well, it was
out.
a good amputation there, doctor. Unfortunately, it was the wrong limb, but by golly, those are nice sutures.
Oh, yeah. So now what do we have? officials are making sure that
she's seated.
Johnson is seated, yeah.
She was hobbling down that sideline.
So Berlin will inbound it. They get it in here now to Hoosier.
Okay, you can't let the dribble drive down Main Street get you Ripon back in a man.
Here's Hilgart,
and
number 22. She's a sophomore.
This is where they're susceptible to the hand check by Noldoff. I don't know if any of these players for Berlin drive with their left hand, yet Ripon seems surprised every time they go with their right.
Brenna Flanagan gets called for a foul, her first, team's 8th. So Berlin gets a 1-and-1.
I am absolutely mystified by the assignment of fouls on the game that I'm watching tonight.
No good. And the rebound to Reese Brooks.
Yeah, strong rebound too.
Now Nodolf has it.
Set a quick ball screen. You can screen a zone. You should have done it to 10 right there.
Brooks baseline floater. Good!
Like I said, good things have been happening with Brooks and Noldoff going down that left baseline. Nice floater.
And the Tigers regain the lead, 26-25.
This is a team that lost by 18 in December in the Indian gym.
Here's Pulvermacher. She's on the wing left side at the top of the circle. Hoosier, right side. Sobieski.
Heads on a swivel. Ooh.
Here's Hilgart. Ooh. She's a sophomore. Played in the junior varsity game earlier tonight, which Ripon won, by
Here's
the way.
Left hand, finally, by the spin move.
In the lane, little fade back. Shot no good. Fade away.
Nice move.
And Flanagan the rebound.
Just didn't drop for her.
Here's Reese Brooks on that baseline again. Tried to get it underneath. I don't know if she was trying to go to Resop or Gatsky.
No. She was trying to go baseline to Gatsky.
So Bryn Carlson returns for Ripon. That's good news. 6:27.
I'm glad he's not waiting. And here comes their reinforcement.
Here comes their, Kurzak is in as well.
With her 4th foul.
All right. Ripon leads 26-25, 6:27 remains.
Sometimes when games stay close, they'll put that person in around the 4-minute mark.
Here's Carlson, 3 left side, no good, rebound, but Emma Resop behind the back, and that's her 4th.
You know, she's struggling tonight.
So that's 2 players for the Tigers, 2 starters for the Tigers with 4 personals, and Carlson and Resop.
It's not so much starters, but who the starters are here. The 2 starters that are really, I think, the whole key to their success if they're going to have it tonight, both with 4.
So Berlin will get 1-and-1, and it's good. That shot, I got to see what number is that. Is that 12? No, 11. That is Annika Pulvermacher with her first point tonight on the free throw. Now the bonus throw.
Yes, if your refrigeration unit is down, you definitely want to talk to her family or relation.
Right?
Yeah.
Second one's no good. Hard off the back of the rim.
Yep.
Run down by Bartle.
Good way to describe it.
And now driving to the basket, lays it up, no good. But the rebound, Emma Resop.
Big.
From the miss by Sobieski.
Nice move.
Carlson left side off glass. Oh, it didn't go. And Resop kept the ball going.
Yeah, kept it alive for Brooks to run it down and reset the offense. What a tough move by Carlson. And that ball was on that rim for so long, I thought it was going to be delay a game.
And good thing Resop timed it just right to keep it in Ripon's possession.
Yep.
Because this game is tied.
Everything is magnified now, right?
Yeah.
Every mistake, every good thing, every bad thing, because of the clock now being 5.5 minutes in a close game.
There's Nodolf, baseline no good, but Brent Carlson, the offensive rebound, she's in the lane, shoots it up with the left hand, good! Brent Carlson.
Talking, gotta talk.
She has 12 points tonight to lead the Tigers.
Ball man here, you gotta know, ball man. You gotta know where the ball is and where your person is at all times.
And here's Sobieski, here's a
Looks
Kurzak
good.
3, no good, hard
go.
off the rim. They let it go out of bounds. Tigers ball with a 2-point lead.
5 minutes approaching here. Once again, no press. With the athleticism of Berlin, I'm surprised they don't put a little pressure on Ripon.
Every possession important here.
Yeah, much more magnified on
Yes.
the trap. You have a dribble, use it.
And that was Nodolf with it. Now to Carlson, left side cross court, Reese Brooks.
Oh, she had a shot, didn't want it.
Now back to Carlson, top of the circle. Three by Nodolf, no good. Rebound on the floor. It comes away by Berlin.
You better hustle back and stop
Becca
the ball.
Bartle, 2-on-2. Bartle stops,
Tough
pulls
shot.
up off glass, no good. Rebound Berlin, no good. Now Emma Reesop comes away with it for the Tigers.
Big. Hey, we got excitement here in the Tiger Den.
That is a big defensive rebound.
Like I said, everything is
There's
big now.
Reesop underneath off glass. Good!
What a feed from Carlson. They fell asleep just a nanosecond on defense. Left Reesop all alone.
And she hit it.
Look
And
at
now
that.
the other way, Berlin. Callie Kurzek for 2.
That's why she averages 18 a game. In her last game, she had 23 points and 11 rebounds.
She took- yeah.
Outperforming both of her season stats.
Took it right to the hoop, and Ripon couldn't stop her. Now another 3 by Nodolf. No good. Rebound out of there by Sobieski.
I tell you, Carlson, I want to see her load up on a 3.
And it's Sobieski who lost the ball out of bounds, but knocked away by Mayhem. Adlin Nodolf.
Hi, I'm May. Here's some other stuff I looked up. Yeah, he gets $4,750 per commercial. Made about $6.5 million overall. In that in that commercial where he does one-on-one in the driveway with his brother, and his brother, he's tackling him and everything. That is his real brother.
No kidding. Huh?
Isn't that a hoot?
Well, we have a timeout taken at the 3:43 mark. Remaining in the second half. Ripon 30, Berlin 28. Those are good commercials, though, by the way.
Yeah.
They
What
really
a
are.
life to do that, to be paid to be a jerk like that on national television. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. What a country.
What was the name of that NBC show? He played Tina Fey's boyfriend.
He was on one of the NCS.
30 Rock.
Yeah, and he was also on one of the NCS. His brother was, Scott, was on the one of those NCS police series.
On the show 30 Rock, Liz Lemon, that played by Tina Fey, that guy was Liz's boyfriend.
Mayhem.
It's almost sad that I know that, isn't it?
No, it goes to show you don't have Alzheimer's. That's what it goes to show. You got a good memory.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Berlin took the timeout.
Now, look at the look on Reesop's face right now. She's walking out there. Look at her. She's all business, and I know she's disappointed with the way her own personal stats have gone tonight. But the importance of her rebounding on both ends right now are huge.
Well, remember, she has 4 fouls. Bryn Carlson, 4 fouls. Callie Kurzek, 4 fouls.
Get it. Go to the floor on that.
Becca Bartle lost control of the ball but got it back. Now it's to Kurzek. Carlson's on Kurzek.
Yeah.
To the free throw line. She turns around but passes it off and gets it back from Pulvermacher.
Each player, here they're guarding each other, both with 4 fouls.
I know, right?
Yeah. And it's like normally you would protect your player.
Oh, down goes the Berlin player. And
as
good
everybody
defense
takes
by
a big
Reesop.
collective
I know,
breath,
right?
going, tell me you're not going to call it on Reesop.
And Emma stayed away from that. It was all Berlin on the mistake there. All right, so here comes Ripon, and it's going to be Nodolf, left side over to Carlson and Brooks.
Hey, play like you have the lead here.
Katsky out on top, back to Brooks.
Make them come out. You don't have to do anything.
There's a long three. Hits off the front of the rim. Held ball, but it's Berlin's possession. So Emma had the offensive rebound, but Berlin was right there, and the possession.
I think
to the
Berlin's
Indians.
doing the right thing. They're not going to let Ripon get up on the line to shoot the 3. They're making them shoot deep ones, and it's working in Berlin's favor.
And Berlin takes a timeout again. This time at the 2:45 mark with Ripon 30, Berlin 28. I didn't particularly like those last couple of threes that have been taken. They just little far
their
away.
Last 4. That's what I'm saying. The last 4 have been way too deep.
Yeah.
And they're it's not working out. Not to mention your best 3-point shooter is Bryn Carlson. She's not shooting them. The other thing I would just make note of, coming out of this timeout. I mean, I'll bet you my last dollar you're just setting the table for Kurzek here. All right, you're going to run a play. I would give a high ball screen or something, even if Ripon comes out in his zone. I'm not sure what they're going to come out in, and I'm going to go to Kurzek to tie this game.
Well, we'll soon find out.
And if you're not, Becca Bartle has shown what her capabilities are on dribble drive as well.
The ball will be inbounded by Sobieski in front of the Berlin bench.
Okay, they got Brooks on Kurzak right here.
They go to Kurzak. She's going to drive left side, throws
That's
it up off
tough.
the glass. No good. Resop had the rebound. It tipped off of her hands and then off of Berlin girls' hands. Tigers ball.
Well, I was right. I was surprised. I didn't think it was a good shot by Kurzak. She could have.
I think she was trying to draw the foul.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe good point, Lynn.
All right, here goes Carlson with it. Again, the Tigers a 2-point lead here.
Yeah, understand that. I mean, I would have had that conversation with them. Good skip pass.
There's Carlson and Brooks and Nodal. They can get the ball to Reese up underneath if she can get free for a layup.
But she could just, when it balls to the wing, flash the middle of the lane. Just flash it.
She's working there, and guarding her is that Annika Pulvermacher. All right, we're at the 2-minute mark. Berlin's coming out a little bit now on the zone.
They're the ones that are behind. Ripon doesn't need to force up a deep jump shot here with a 2-point lead below 2 minutes.
Carlson is opening the back door that they can get it to her. And now they do, but they go back out to Brooks, to Carlson. She's going to drive. It goes now over to Nodolf. There's a three. Good!
2-possession game with 1:38 remaining. She shot 3 from there. Finally, good things come in threes.
And the Tigers are pulling away a little bit with a 5-point lead. Here's Kurzak at the 1:27 mark in the lane. Shot off glass. Good by Callie Kurzak.
Good job by Gatsky to hold her ground.
That's a tough shot by Kurzak, and she made it.
Yep.
All right, Tigers by 3. We're at the 72nd mark here.
Stay out on top. They need to stay out on top.
There's Reese up underneath on a pass from Gatsky. It's stolen away, though, by Berlin. Right side, driving.
Offensive.
And what do we have?
What are they going to call it?
Offensive foul on Berlin.
It was offensive. Now,
Mackenzie Fox.
Now, if I'm Ripon, I'm going to take Carlson, I'm going to take Brooks, and I'm going to take Noldoff, and I'm going to put my 3 guards out on top between the timeline and the top of the key. And we are going to pull that whole defense out for Berlin because they're the ones that are chasing down by 3 with below a minute. I'm not going to be trying to attack the rim here.
That offensive foul was a delayed call, but by golly, it went Ripon's way.
Well, I think it was the right call.
Here is Nodolf to the basket, left side, good!
All right, now you can see desperation.
38 seconds, long 3, no good. Hard off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. It's Tigers ball.
Well, we got a lot of threes here. We got 35-30 with 33 seconds. Ripon in charge with a 5-point lead. I dare say it's nervous time for Berlin.
33 seconds remain. It's Ripon 35, Berlin 30. And wow, these last few minutes, that 3 by Nodolf, so huge to give us a 5-point lead.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is so big right here. You don't get a lot of wins if you're Ripon. I mean, you only have 1 conference win. You're going against a team that you would think would be on 3rd place in conference, and you're about to put them away. And this is absolutely the biggest game for Ripon right now if they can hang on and win this without question, right? Their biggest game. And it's Berlin. I mean, the idea that it's Berlin they're doing this to. The pace of the game has favored Ripon. Both teams are well below their season average that you thought was low to begin with, and I think it is.
It is,
being 40 points.
And
they're right on pace. I think the halftime score, they've scored Berlin half the points they had at halftime.
All right, Bryn Carlson inbounded. Berlin's on the press. They try to get it to Resop, but it's stolen away by Berlin's Fox. Bartle for 3, short.
Blocked, I think, by
Gatsky,
Brooks.
the rebound.
Got a fingernail on it. They got a foul now.
So now Nodolf driving and dribbling, and she does get fouled with 20 seconds remaining.
Good play by Noldoff. Now, if Noldoff is able, they're not in the bonus yet.
No, that's only the 5th team foul.
Okay, if you're Ripon, make quick moves here. Don't jog. See, move quicker because it makes it too easy to guard.
And they call timeout just in time.
And then what you need to do, you can stack it again, but then set screens for one another. They're just kind of, when you just take your time kind of shuffling over to a spot, Lynn, you could guard them. I could guard them.
Ripon has only 1 timeout remaining. Berlin has 2 timeouts remaining. And it'll be Ripon's ball in a tough spot between the scorers table and the Ripon bench. And so Ripon couldn't get it in the first time. That's why they had to take the timeout. So let's see. They have to have an inbounds play.
Well, when you walk on the break of the ball, you got 5 seconds to get in. You can't walk to get open to receive the ball. You make a hard V cut. Because they're going to go belly button to belly button denial with their person, man to man, Berlin. So the coach is going to spread them out like this.
Going to switch Reese up and Nodoff. So I don't know, they've been switching back and forth. But I think we've got the setup now. Brent Carlson will inbound it.
Just make a hard V cut. You'll get separation from your defender. There it is right there.
Pick made, and Nodoff got the ball, and she was fouled before she could get the pass off to Carlson.
Less than 2 seconds. They still got to play the game here. Same way.
That's only the 6th team foul.
You want to get the ball to Nodoff because you got to go with your strongest ball handlers.
They're going to run the same play. There we go. Nodoff has it. She's between the circles, and she got tripped up by Becca Bartle. And now she will go to the free throw line to shoot a bonus 1+1 if made.
Made her last 2. Now here's the deal. If she makes both, it's a 3-possession game and it's over. Right now you got to feel good as a 2-possession game given the amount of time remaining.
7 points in the second half for Nodoff. Make it 8 as she makes that free throw. So now it's 36-30 with 15.1 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you, to hold Berlin to 30 points. It didn't look like it was going to happen that way in the first half, did it?
Second one's no good. Kurzek, the rebound.
Just don't foul. Let him shoot.
Kurzek for 3. No good. Hard off the rim. And Nodoff gets the rebound with 6 seconds to go. And she draws a foul. That'll be Kurzek's 5th. She'll be out of the game with just 3.9 seconds remaining.
Well, Kurzek said, hey, you know what? We got to stop the clock.
Is that a tough game?
Yeah. So, yeah. And that coach has given that ref an earful, and I know why.
So it's 1-1 again for Adela Nodoff.
But I'll tell you what, it's Berlin. Wait till my wife finds out when I get home, because those would be the first words out of her mouth.
Nice second half for Adela Nodoff here tonight.
Did you beat Berlin? She's going to be going, did you beat Berlin?
And she makes the second as well. So Ripon now going to win this one. And there's a 3. It's good by Becca Bartle.
Oh, what was the over-under in Vegas, folks? It might have just turned a lot of money the other way.
And that makes the game a final. But it's Ripon 38, Berlin 33, our final. And what a win for the Tigers. And I dare say,
as far as I'm concerned, it's their biggest win in 2 to 3 seasons.
I was going to say it's the biggest win this season anyway.
Given where where's Ripon at this year right now with their win-loss record, and coming off the game that they just came off 2 nights ago, and then where they are, that it's Berlin. The JVs won, don't forget, 38-31. Ripon varsity 38-33. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And so congratulations to the coaching staff, Jesse Noldoff, Chris Bumby. Congratulations for getting a huge win in those players. We didn't talk about the shoe beauty shoe. We were talking about who's got the
no, we didn't really tonight.
Shoes. No, we didn't. We talked about the cranberry shoes on the Berlin player. Congratulations! I am so happy for the Ripon players. They stuck it out, and when you had your doubts with foul problems and so on and so forth, congratulations. I just can't say enough how they did what they needed to do when it mattered down the stretch. They took a pretty competent team. You mentioned it. Coming into this gym over their last few games, Berlin's played some good basketball.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
All right, well, with the win, the Tigers go to 2-6 in conference, 6-12 overall. With the loss, the Berlin Indians go to 8-10 overall, 4-4 in the East Central Conference. Scoring, Berlin ended up with 33 tonight. Becca Bartle had 11, Mackenzie Fox 3, Lily Johnson 2, Lakeland Sobieski 4, Annika Pulvermacher 1, Savannah Hoosier 3, and Callie Kurzik, their leading scorer, had 10. For the Ripon Tigers, who had 38, Bryn Carlson 12, Reese Brooks had 7, Emma Riesop had 5, Libby Gatsky 2, and Adeline Nodoff had 12, 10 of those in the second half. So it's a big victory for the Tigers tonight, and it's a good way to end their week.
Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations to Ripon. Their next game is Monday night. Non-conference. They'll step out against Winnebago Lutheran Academy in Fond du Lac, and that team is 3-6, 6-9 overall. Partyville will be Berlin goes to Partyville this coming Monday out of conference. And Partyville, a good ball club, by the way. They're 6-1 in conference in third place behind Marquezan and Fall River. And so best of luck to Ripon on Monday. And
guess what? We get to do this tomorrow night.
Yeah, we do. Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Andy Bradley will bring the first-year coach is going to bring his team in here tomorrow night. We're taking on who? Are we taking on
Campbellsport?
Campbellsport.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You sure it's Campbellsport?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And anyway, we'll be here for that game for the boys. Can the boys follow suit from the girls program, be the underdog, and hold service at home?
Let's hope so.
Let's find out, because I'm really impressed with what Ripon came out here and did tonight. And when they figure out and get a little more comfortable about attacking a 2-3 zone, Ripon could open up a whole new dimension to their offense. So, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Well, that's our broadcast here tonight. And again, the Ripon Tigers win this one by a score of 38-33 over their rivals, the Berlin Indians. So congratulations to Coach Jesse Nodoff and the Tigers team.
And I do want to make an apology to Brooks on that, by the way. Reese Brooks, her shoes. There was some things said by me that I wasn't sure about whether those shoes deserved a recognition for first place the other night. And you had said that it does, and his father agreed with you. So I'll apologize on that. Those were great. The multicolored sherbet shoes by Reese Brooks are winners. And I didn't know that what do they call it, the swoosh, the logo?
Yeah, the swoosh.
It drips. So I don't know why or what that's all about, but we'll figure that out next time. I'll have to have that interview. All right.
Sounds good.
Let's get out of here. How about Riley Eisnagel and Patrick?
Thanks to them tonight for doing their hard work, getting this broadcast on the air. We certainly appreciate it. And for Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. The final again from Ripon High School's Tiger Den, Ripon 38, Berlin 33. We'll be back here tomorrow, Friday night, for boys action, Ripon versus Campbellsport. So that's our broadcast, and thank you for watching and listening. You have been watching and listening to Ripon Tigers boys basketball on the Ripon Channel.